to see what really makes us the best of the best.
In the Main Street Journal news, a 24-year-old man from Cleveland, Ohio, was arrested early Thursday morning in Warren County after leading police on a high-speed chase. Aiden Rocket Kaplan faces charges of evading arrest, reckless driving, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment, with speeds reaching up to 120 miles an hour. He was apprehended after pulling over on Manchester Highway. Kaplan's bond is set at $35,000. He will be arraigned on April 10th. The Warren County Rescue Squad received almost a $20,000 grant from the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance and the Tennessee Fire Marshal's Office to fund drive training and purchase a thermal detection drone for more efficient rescues. The Warren County Middle School softball team earned 2 victories this week, defeating Franklin County 16-6 and Preston South 3-2, improving their record 10-1. For more, subscribe to www.mainstreetjournal.llc. With the news, I'm Justin Reed.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Today, there's a 40% chance of showers, mostly cloudy skies with a high near 85. Southwest wind rolling in 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a low around 67, with a south wind 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Fun fact, did you know that the largest recorded hailstorm in the U.S. weighed over 2 pounds and was the size of a grapefruit? It fell in South Dakota in 2010. Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
It's time for Simmons Says, the show that brings Warren County the latest news and stories from around the community. Hosted by Jeff Simmons, this program dives into everything from local events to major headlines. Stay tuned and stay informed.
Hello and welcome to the Simmons Says show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. I am your host, Jeff Simmons, and hey, it's Friday, which means you know it's father-son time on the Simmons Says show. Dad?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Hey, our ratings from Friday's show went rocket ship over the last 3 days. I don't know if you know this or not.
I did not know that. Why is that?
I have no clue. I don't know. I think we must have hit an algorithm, or people just were like, hey, I'm going to go back and watch that show over and over and over again.
Maybe it was all the math and science.
It might have been. I think it was the math. It was all the math.
That's teachers using it for lessons.
Yeah, that being said, we have somebody who is in the studio with us right now who also wants to do a little bit of bragging about a rocket ship atmospheric rise of their program, and that is Raven Young. Raven, you were off the air, Town Talk. You wrapped it up. I will say this much: I listened to y'all's music trivia thing, and I would have killed it.
Yeah, Connor did great.
He was doing great.
He was doing really good.
It's always a good thing when you end up getting the song before any words even spoken. When you hear the riff, it's like, hey, that's Oasis.
Yeah, you just
great
know
job.
it. Wonderwall.
The amount of times, like I said, that I've heard that.
Yeah.
And just immediately cringe.
Yeah, I figured when you were saying Oasis is one that you heard and Wagon Wheel's another one, I thought you would get like Third Eye Blind. What's the one that?
Oh, I know what you're talking
Yes
about.
Man. You know Yes Man, Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Wish You Step Back from That Ledge song.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Where
that everybody learns that guitar riff too.
And Had a Bad Day.
Yeah, all of those. Anyway, but anyhow, that being said, Raven had breaking news that she said could not wait until next week. She had to break this on the Simmons Says show. I mean, so thank you for saving the breaking news for my program.
You know,
Raven, what you got?
Well, if I had scrolled through Facebook before we went off air on Town Talk, I would have caught it then, but I wasn't scrolling until the end. But, I was preemptively teasing that we're going to have Sullins on Town Talk next Wednesday. So I went back to see, where ratings were for this week, and just want to put this out there that Town Talk from Wednesday has overtaken Sports Authority from Wednesday.
On the views.
On the views.
I'm telling
Town Talk is number one, Sullins.
From last week. From this
From
past
this
week.
week.
From this week. Sorry.
Yeah, so
from this
same
week.
day the Sports Authority was on. Town Talk is better. We're number one.
Wow. Sullins. Trev, you're in the comment section. I know you're out there. Are you hearing this? She's beat us.
Yep.
For now.
one with a bullet.
For now.
Tell you what.
Still rising.
I know exactly what Sullins' comeback is going to be.
I'm curious to find out.
You know, if it was my comment from the other night, this is prime time. I don't think we're allowed to cuss on prime time, so let's just
No, this isn't prime time. Prime time's from 5 to 6.
Oh, no, you're right. But it is daytime.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
Dad, you've been hearing this bickering back
it's
and
facts.
forth a little bit. What
Go and check it out for yourself. It's there.
are you wanting to get in on this fight and everything as well?
Well, I'm not in on the fight, but I can tell you that the Sports Authority on Wednesday was very humorous for sure. Starting out with the checkerboard overalls.
Yeah. In fact, we should update that. I shared that clip on the Simmons or on Warren County Sports Authority Facebook page and on Instagram. We just got in the last 20 minutes a $100 bid for those overalls, the hat, and Sullins' Meshack shirt. We're still taking bids throughout the weekend, and we will announce that winning bid.
Who gets the money?
It's Special Games basketball.
Special Games
I think.
that's correct.
Actually, he said two different things, and we're either going to end up having to split it, or he's going to have to make a decision because there's there's Special Games basketball and there's Special Olympics basketball, and I think he said de-armand. So if he said de-armand, I think that's Special Olympics basketball.
We'll have to go back and look at that.
We'll have to go
clip
back and
then.
look at the clip, but I know he said de-armand, and I know they are over the Special Olympics basketball. So and look, either or both.
They're both good causes.
Are both good causes. So that's where that money. Sullins says Sullins is in the comments says we will give them both. So there you go. But we've gotten a donation up to $100. Sullins,
Hey, that's
great.
awesome.
Trev somebody has alerted Sullins and said, hey, Raven has stormed onto the Simmons Says program and started trash talking.
Taking over.
I tell you what,
Yeah.
he opened up the trash talk himself.
Yeah.
So I'm just replying here.
For a while there, Wednesday night, I thought I'd tuned into an episode of the Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, when we were talking about the call machine.
Oh, mercy.
Whatever. I mean, I thought somebody was going to start passing something around with a pool cue, calling it the fancy pot mover or something.
I still to this like Trev starts pointing. If you're on the Facebook app or Facebook feed, he starts pointing at this box that sits in front of me. He's like, I don't know if the call machine will work. it's like it's just phone calls.
It was hilarious.
It's phone calls.
Really.
It's like the A button hits lights up, and I hit it because that means
I
that
kept
somebody's on the
expecting
phone.
you to say, "Well, doggy, Trev, what a fancy talking machine you got there."
I was gonna say turn into Jethro all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
If we had Justin on, that definitely would have happened.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. Yeah. Well, I mean, heck, we're in complete crossover mode now. I mean, Ravens on Simmons Says, Sullins is going on Town Talk. I mean, at this point,
This week is like a Simpsons crossover episode.
That's a good description there, Connor.
yeah. Sullins says hello, Raven.
I
in the
know. I
comments.
see that. Hi.
Yeah.
He's just waiting for you to comment something else vulgar, Raven.
No.
Yeah.
Not.
So what?
There was extra L's in that when
There was.
it came out.
Yeah. Well, can I ask you what do you think happened on the Wednesday show? Because I have no. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody knows in the office that I track the numbers
Right.
daily. Mm-hmm. What's happening in your program for the last 48 hours? What do you think? What do you think really
So
sent it over the edge?
Wednesday it was the coffee that morning, the chamber coffee. So we had a lot of people in and out, but Town Talk is just killing it.
And you just think everyone got perked up on the coffee.
We have some great news and some great content, and we're just killing it here, really.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Now would be an appropriate time to mention. Mark Mabry says, I think now would be an appropriate time to mention Jeff's highest listener demographic. Do I know Do I know what my highest listener demographic
Did you not
is?
see it in there on the board?
Oh, yeah, that is right.
What is it, like 25 to
No, not 25.
36 to 40 something?
I think it's 30. Apparently, after running the numbers yesterday,
Yes.
the highest demographic of Simmons Says viewers on Facebook is women 35 to 44.
Really?
Make up over like 20% of my total audience.
35 to 44, you said?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Wow.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Oh, I would have. But this gives me all kinds of ideas here.
Jeff, I have an idea.
What's up, man?
You ever heard of the dating show or the Gong Show or any of those?
Yeah.
We're going to start setting that up on the Simmons Says.
There you go.
Yes.
They'll have 15 minutes to play.
Yes.
Mark Mabry says, in search of man with oven. Well, sorry. I hate to let y'all down on that one.
This is your version of The Bachelor.
Yeah, apparently so.
Jeff is a bachelor. Bring roses in here.
You know, we had this discussion this week, and Raven and I have been doing some videos. I think we're actually going to be
Doing
dropping one today.
We're recording it today.
Recording one today,
But yeah,
we're dropping the other
one is going out today.
Yeah, so we've been doing some like social media
Have
stuff.
you shown your dad? the
He
video?
hasn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
No, I have
He
not.
hasn't seen it. It's like TikTok stuff and things
Yeah.
like that, where
Good.
me and
Fun
Raven get
videos.
into a good back and forth. But at some point, I told him
I can't imagine.
There was one this week that I did pass on. I said I'm not doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, he would not do the hot to go dance.
Yeah, I was not going
He
to do the
said
hot.
no.
Now Connor
Connor did.
I did.
destroyed it. You were great at it.
Yeah, you
You destroyed it.
what they didn't show was me just walking away in the middle of the dance.
I flatly refused that one. I
believe you
exact
quoted,
words.
I
Go
do
ahead.
not want to be the dancing bear,
Yeah.
which means you're the non-dancing bear,
Yes.
which makes the least amount of money at the zoo.
Well, all I did say, I was like, I can't always be the dancing bear. I was like, at some point, I have to keep a modicum of seriousness. I might have to interview like fairly professional people, and they're going to be like, I don't know if I want to get interviewed by the dancing bear dude. Like, can we?
I don't know. I think you would have added to the video and made it better.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was
something.
pretty good. It was funny.
Yeah.
The video that already went out. We'll have to show you when we go off air. So
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see
See
them.
that.
Kristen Griffith said C-Dubs/Whistlebritches had it going on,
There you go.
or as he's known on Simmons Says, Connor.
Yeah, my actual name.
I think Connor lied to me this morning.
What happened?
He said he was sore from working out the other day. I think it's from dancing.
Honestly, it could be both.
It could be.
Pulled a
yeah.
muscle, man.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff Lee, here's
Yeah.
You see, Jeff Lee's already
I did,
covering for the
yep.
Sports Authority. Says that baseball was Wednesday at 5 p.m. Listeners were tuned in to Jay Walker.
Yeah, but what about all the views that you get after?
Yeah.
So what's the excuse for that? I
Hey,
just think
it builds on the
you
weekend.
know what's going to end up happening.
I
It's
just
it's
think
just going to
that
have a rush by the weekend.
Town
and then
Talk.
I think a lot of them were
Showed
turned off by
up.
the potty mouth that came on at the
Whoa!
second hour of the show.
Well,
I think that's what it was.
I think that's what it was,
Someone
yeah.
said waiting for Raven to drop the next FCC.
We're
ball.
live on
That's what it
air.
was.
It is one thing different to be in Facebook comments
Yeah,
as
Oh.
opposed to live on air
Because you know what happened?
on the FCCC.
that's that.
It got highlighted in the stream.
Oh, that
It
is
picked
what
it up
happened.
automatically.
Think so? Oh, you think that maybe she did that and it suppressed our Facebook views?
I think that's what happened.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. So
Here we go.
I know how to make this happen for future then.
yeah.
Let's just see what
you
happens.
You can
Okay.
bomb every WCSA comment
Okay.
section and just absolutely drop her.
I noticed my
That's what it
poster in
is.
my office was missing with all the words that you can't say.
Ah,
So-
well, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Your demographic is that age because everybody older than that doesn't know how to operate the call machine.
Oh, mercy. All right, folks. Well, Chris Owens says it's 3.6 to 3.6 as we speak right now. So
Okay,
now it's
well.
even up. Raven, thanks for joining. Thanks for.
All right.
I'm
Thanks
glad you
for-
could take a victory lap, and we had a good time. Justin Reed, Justin, what do you got to say here? You gonna come on in?
Justin just came
Somebody hit a
back
mic.
in.
Hit a hot
Woo!
mic on Justin for him.
There you go.
I'm sorry. I thought Town Talk was staying on Simmons Says. I didn't know. I was down there doing 90s at 9 and
Yeah.
saw this is still happening. So
No, yeah, Justin, we were Raven was coming in here taking a little bit of a victory lap, saying that Town Talk's Wednesday program has now surpassed.
Oh, yeah.
Warren County Sports Authority's
It
program.
has, and it's still,
Wow.
even though it says 3.6 to 3.6, Town Talk is still higher. I just looked at the insights and ads.
Oh, so she went into the
FYI.
number. She went
Okay.
into the full numbers.
no, I was really
Town
just walking
Talk
by
is
and I was like,
still
she's still
winning.
here. I I missed the memo. I'm sorry. Nobody told me anything.
Yeah.
We're just trash talking in here.
Just a little bit of trash talking. Yeah. Well, you are already in the yellow and red.
I know.
Situation.
Yeah.
So, you sure is Justin doing the video and I didn't?
No.
I got subbed in.
No, I
No.
think it's still you.
Oh,
No,
so
don't
the,
look at
the lyrics were written for you, Simmons.
Don got it. That's all that matters.
The streak.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, I was just saying you did miss out on the fact that Dad was talking about how our Wednesday WCSA show kind of turned into what did you say?
An episode of the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yep.
Well, we were talking about the call machine apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Did y'all talk about the cement pond as well?
yeah, 100%.
Okay.
No, we didn't do that.
No.
Okay.
No, but we were talking about passing the pots with the fancy pot movers. Remember those?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Man.
All right. Sorry I had to blow up your show, started your show, but
That's
just
okay.
needed to put
I think
that
everyone's
enjoyed-
used to you doing that.
Chris Sullins, trash gets views. Trust us, we know. I don't know if is that
Lord.
calling us trash? I think.
I think so, a little bit.
All
but
right. Well, I know one thing. We got to take a break right here. When we come back, we'll do father and son time. For
I'll go back
a
to my
couple
show.
minutes. I appreciate it, Justin. Appreciate it, Raven.
Bye,
And-
Don.
See you.
Thanks.
And we will.
Appreciate it.
We will.
Doggies.
I'll see y'all on Monday, Raven. I'll see you here in a little bit. We're gonna be doing a video. We'll be back on the Simmons Says program.
Big savings are coming your way. Get ready to shop smart and save big with MainStreetShoppers.LLC launching this April. Score up to 50% off products and services from your favorite local businesses, restaurants, spas, auto services, and more, all at unbeatable prices. Support your community and save while you do it. Mark your calendar and visit MainStreetShopper.LLC, your new go-to for local deals. MainStreetShopper.LLC. Local deals, big savings. Coming this April. Save more. Shop local with Main Street Shopper.
Big savings, short month.
Now is the time to buy at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Get in the new Ford you've been dreaming of. A 2024 Ford Escape, $7,000 off MSRP, just $24,985 after rebate.
Make your escape with the SUV to carry the family and all the necessities: clothes, sports equipment, groceries.
Test drive a new Ford Bronco at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Power to get the work done. And right now, get up to $19,200 off MSRP. Several Broncos in stock now.
The Ford F-150 is tough, always has been, always will be. Your 2024 F-150 is waiting at Ed Rogers Valley Ford. Save $8,550 off MSRP right now.
Talk about power. Talk about luxury. The Ford Expedition and Expedition Max combines them both. $12,000 off MSRP.
Big savings, short month.
And the clock's ticking, so get to Ed Rogers Valley Ford right now. 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Or view all the current inventory at EdRogersValleyFord.com.
Big savings now.
Hey there, builders and do-it-yourselfers. It's time to dust off those tool belts and get ready for the biggest celebration of the decade. Pioneer Building Supply is turning 50. Yeah, you heard that right. 50 years of building dreams and making projects a reality. Since 1975, we've been your go-to spot for all things lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a big remodel or just need a few supplies, we've got it all. And this April the 1st, join us for a totally tubular time. Fun food and prizes to kick off the party. Oh, and don't forget, retro pricing on dozens of items all week long. That's right, Pioneer Building Supply, 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville. Celebrating 50 years of top-notch service and rock-bottom prices. You won't find a better place to build your dreams. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply. Pioneer Building Supply, where good business make good friends. Pioneer Building Supply.
I'm sitting here with Newt from Newt's Barbecue. Newt, can you tell me what's going on with your special recipes lately?
Legacy recipes from legends in Tennessee. My mother and father from Denny Moore's restaurant, we use their recipes. Pope Taylor, we use his recipe, as well as Justin Wilson's Cajun cooking recipes. So we're a little different. We're lucky. We've got good recipes that we follow to the hilt every day.
Visit Newt's Barbecue in Rock Island.
All right, we're back on the Simmons Says radio program.
Great
on
job,
WBNC 97.7 FM. He queued you up for Father Son, but before we get into Father and Son, I gotta let you know who's bringing you this segment. That's Douglas and Lanier.
Okay.
Simmons Says is brought to you by Douglas and Lanier, your hometown insurance experts. From home and auto to business and life, they got you covered. Call or visit dnlagency.com today and experience service that goes beyond expectations.
Beyond.
811 Faulkner Springs Road, 474-0044.
Right down the road from your house.
Yeah.
Within walking distance.
Within walking distance. Oh, I know where that tease is going. But hey,
before we start, I got one correction to make from last Friday's show.
Yeah.
We were talking about turned down for what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, is that cultural appropriation there? I don't misappropriation.
Misappropriation, probably. Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about when that started, and I told you it was during Lane Kiffin, and you said it was Butch Jones. You were right. I went back and looked that up. That song was not even released till 2013.
Woo! I feel better. I feel good about that.
So just to make sure that everybody is okay and up to date and has the right information, that was in the Butch Jones era.
Okay.
You were correct. I should never have doubted you on that.
No, my Little John knowledge. Come on now.
Well, and I've tried to forget that era of UT football.
Don't blame me. I do not blame you. So, hey, we always father and son time is where I get some coaching. Got to get coached up with my first coach, my life coach over here, my dad. What have you seen overall? Because I know we're running. I'm going to end up cutting you short. Last week we went OT. Yeah. And went like an hour and a half, and this week I said, "Hey, sorry, man, you only get 30 minutes this week." So what it is. How would you sum up this week on the Simmons Says program?
You know, we're talking about this before. The biggest takeaway I have from this week, your interviews were great, by the way.
Thank you.
I think you did a very good job with that. Although, I had a little bit of segment for coaching on that, but we'll save it for another time.
Okay.
But the biggest takeaway I had from this week is that all of your guests are high school age, but every one of them, they're so media savvy at that age. I was trying to sit there and think the whole week, every guest that you had, what I would have been like if I'd have been on the radio when I was 17 or 18 years old. And, I would have been scared to death and stuttering and everything. And all your guests are so at ease. And I think part of that is you. Again, because they've seen you around, they know you, and they're – they've spoken to you before. You've asked them questions before. But when you sit down in a studio, it's different. I know. I mean, first time I came in, I was a little nervous here too.
Yeah.
But I was just so impressed with, how they handle themselves, how they articulate their answers, and how thoughtful they were about the answers to the questions they had. So I'm just really impressed with how media savvy all these kids are these days. I call them kids. I mean, they're young adults for sure, but to me, they're kids.
Yeah, and if you want to go back, you can check those all out on Facebook, or if you are on our YouTube page, Main Street Media McMinnville. You can watch those on there. Monday, we had Chloe Wanamaker, sophomore quarterback of the Lady Pioneers. Sophomore.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Isaiah Robledo, who is a junior, who's going to the Tiki Bowl, and you can still help that cause if you want to donate to his. And then yesterday we had senior valedictorian Lauren Slatton. Now Wednesday we had Monica Moore, who's not in high school anymore, but she was great too.
She was great.
Yeah. So in fact, she was coaching me up on a 5K, which apparently I needed after listening to the Warren County Sports Authority show. Go for it.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that she ran 100 miles in 30 hours. I mean, that's just flabbergasting to me.
I mean, yeah, we did. Hey, we talk about, you got to do the math.
Yeah, got to do the math.
She was running a 5K every hour for 30 hours.
That's right.
And now people are saying I can't do a 5K in an hour.
Well, I thought about it this way. I walk 12 miles every week.
Okay.
12 miles every week. So it would be 8 weeks and 2 days for me to do 100 miles. And she did that in 30 hours.
That's unreal.
Wow.
And ran it.
Yeah.
Didn't walk it, ran it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ate and drank along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it. It still is a mind blowing feat. And then somehow somebody did it faster than her.
Yeah. I'd like to know what the winning time was.
I would shudder to think what the winning time was.
Too. But, I guess when you run, you get in a zone. You know that. You used to run a lot.
Yeah.
And when you get in a zone like that, you can run for a long ways. You don't even really realize how long you've been running.
Yeah.
You kind of Forrest Gump it.
Yeah, exactly. It was interesting because you said that. There are few people that remember that about 12, 13 years ago, I did get into running and I ran. Yeah. Now, I never felt like I got that runner's high that everybody talked about other than maybe one time. Mm-hmm. And I did end up running like 5 or 6 miles that day. So, I mean, that's nice. But
most people don't know. You got down to 215 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we went to the Grand Canyon, we were going over that sky bridge.
Yeah.
I thought the wind was going to blow you away. That's how skinny he was.
It was windy up there.
It was very windy.
Yeah, but I think you took a little bit of an exception to the Warren County Sports Authority. Now, the Simmons Says show, we did a lot of good job, got a lot of good things, but the Warren County Sports Authority show got you riled up.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little needle in me.
Yeah.
Basically, they were saying that I wasn't being very encouraging for you.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the math is the math. Nobody has disputed the math.
Nobody has.
Correct?
No.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I think I've heard those numbers regurgitated several times since we went over those numbers, right?
Yep.
Those are just the facts. What I was trying to do is lay out for you what the reality of the situation was, and then let you put a plan in place for how you were going to achieve those times. I know that you can do it.
Yeah. Were you encouraged by my plan that it seemed like I put in place over the weekend?
Well, I was going to ask you, how many miles have you put in this week?
To McDonald's or on the track?
On track, treadmill, whatever. I mean, have you walked any this week?
I've walked some from like my house to the office and back and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I've not went on the path at all this week. The weather's been terrible.
I brought you something that may help you with that.
Okay, what you got?
They can't see this on the radio, but it's this. Explain to people what that is.
It's a button.
And what does it say on the front of it?
To it.
Okay, and what shape is it?
It's a round shape.
Right, so it is a round to it.
Oh, round to it.
Yes.
This is a round to it.
So
guard it with your life.
You need to get around to it.
All right, so I gotta get around to it and get it out on the track.
Well, no, you've got around to it.
Oh yeah, but now
you need to get around to it.
Okay.
See, I have no doubt in my mind that you can do this. Mm-hmm. I don't know what your goal is. Still, as far as time goes, is it 30 minutes?
No,
it's 45 minutes.
Under 45.
Under 45 minutes. Okay, yeah. And you know what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You've talked to Monica, and you're probably going to talk to her some more about some equipment. Right.
Probably.
Then you probably need to talk to some people about hydration.
Mm-hmm.
You need to talk about your, carbo loading before you start, or what a diet plan is.
The Michael Scott,
the Alfredo.
How much Alfredo do I need to eat?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
And when do I need to eat it?
20 minutes before.
If it's going to be hot, you don't need Alfredo. That's the last thing you need.
Yeah.
I think you just need some pasta maybe or something.
Yeah.
But anyway. You need a plan. We talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's your journey.
Yep.
Right? And you have several coaches, and you've got people that you can talk to each week. But in every journey, what's the hardest part?
The first step.
The first step.
Yep.
And sounds like it and got around to it.
Well, now I have around to it. Time to get around to it. And I want to make sure we thank our sponsors for this segment, Douglas & Lanier, where local business turns for serious protection. The team of agents at Douglas & Lanier understand what it takes to keep your business covered. Smart coverage. Straight talk.
Straight talk.
That's Douglas & Lanier, 811 Faulkner Springs Road, 474-0044. Dad,
Yes,
hate
sir.
to cut you short this week.
Hey, no
'cause I
problem.
know you got a lot more to talk about, but we will bring you back next Friday. And also, like you said, I'm going to have more guests about this 5K. We're going to bring in somebody every week because we're going to have to get coached up. But when we come back, we will have
You can do it.
We're going to have Kyra Perkins in here. I bet she could tell me a little bit about running and being a great athlete. In fact, that's what she is because she was the MVP for Walters State this year, and she's going to be going to Austin P next year. We're going to go get Kyra. And we will be back on the Simmons Says program on WBMC 97.7 FM.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Now put your hands up in the club. You just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decided to dip, and now you want to trip 'cause another brother noticed.
Radio, WBMC News is next.
If the thought of cleaning out the garage and bringing down last year's Christmas decorations from the attic has you stressed out, wondering where you're going to put it all, fear not. The pros at McMinnville Moving and Storage have you covered. Our staff is ready to assist you by packing, shipping, and even storing your treasures. Imagine finally being able to park your car in your garage again. Get a jump on spring cleaning. Call McMinnville Moving and Storage at 931-473-2805 or get a free quote online at McMinnvilleMoving.com. McMinnville Moving and Storage, moving your memories to your future for more than 60 years.
In the Main Street Journal news, a 24-year-old man from Cleveland, Ohio, was arrested early Thursday morning in Warren County after leading police on a high-speed chase. Aiden Rocket Kaplan faces charges of evading arrest, reckless driving, and 2 counts of reckless endangerment, with speeds reaching up to 120 miles an hour. He was apprehended after pulling over on Manchester Highway. Kaplan's bond is set at $35,000. He will be arraigned on April 10th. The Warren County Rescue Squad received almost a $20,000 grant from the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance and the Tennessee Fire Marshal's Office to fund drive training and purchase a thermal detection drone for more efficient rescues. The Warren County Middle School softball team earned 2 victories this week, defeating Franklin County 16-6 and Preston South 3-2, improving their record 10-1. For more, subscribe to www.mainstreetjournal.llc. With the news, I'm Justin Reed.
Need a pick-me-up? Start your day at the Cafe at Tree City. Open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. They serve rich, bold espresso, pulled to perfection. Pair it with one of their delicious treats for the perfect combo.
Their skilled baristas are passionate about crafting your perfect cup, whether it's a classic latte or a refreshing cold brew. They've got your coffee cravings covered.
Short on time? Order ahead for quick pickup or curbside delivery. Your fresh coffee is just a sip away.
The Cafe at Tree City, your go-to spot for expertly crafted espresso drinks. Wake up, sip up, enjoy.
Today, there's a slight chance of showers before 4 p.m., then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Mostly sunny skies with a high near 86, with a south-southwest wind around 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation today is 20%. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a low around 68, with a south wind rolling in 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Fun fact, did you know that the largest recorded hailstorm in the U.S. weighed over 2 pounds? Until next time, keep shining. This is Tisha with your weather.
All right, welcome back to the Simmons Says radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. If you've been joining us on Facebook Live, make sure to share and let everybody know that we have joining us with us for the second half of the program. Former Lady Pioneer, former senator, well, I mean, I guess current kind of senator still, Kyra Perkins, and future governor, Lady Governor. Or maybe the governor. We'll know. Well, I mean, we're going to put limitations on you. Kyra Perkins is with us. Before we get to before we get to that, we got to thank our sponsors, Reddit Brown Ford. Hey, if you're in the market for a vehicle, make the short drive up to 55 to Morse on 55. Hey, start this over again. If you're in the market for a vehicle, make the short drive on 55 to Morrison to visit Reddit Brown, which has the largest selection and best prices of Ford trucks, cars, and SUVs. The customer always comes first with Reddit Brown Ford and General Manager Chris out there. Hey, he does a great job. And you can visit, even if you want to, you can visit online at redditbrownford.com, or if you want to go out there, 5917 Manchester Highway, Morrison, Tennessee. I mean, my goodness, the comment section, every single time we bring on a famous lady pioneer, in this case, Kyra Perkins, people always have to ask, who's the big fan? Tell them who your real bestie is. Kristen Blackburn Griffith says. Who is it? You gotta know.
I can't say that.
Well, we'll say make sure to bring the mic to you. Make sure you bring the mic to you and let you everybody know, because if Kyra's talking, we all want to hear what's being said. Shay Martin Perkins says Kristen with some crying emoji faces. Kyra, you've had a journey. In the last month, you've been pretty busy. Busy winning trophies, busy winning MVPs, and busy going to, where did you, tell everybody where you went and played your last game with Walter State.
We went to Casper, Wyoming.
Casper, Wyoming. Had you ever been to Wyoming before then?
No.
When you looked it up, did you have any clue where Casper was?
Fun fact, my dad's side of my family is actually from there.
Your dad's side of the family is from Casper, Wyoming.
Yes.
So it was like going back for a home game for you?
Kind of.
Did you have a lot of family in the stands?
I'm not for sure.
You assume so.
Maybe,
maybe. They're like, oh yeah, that Perkins girl's coming over here. Yeah, so y'all got to the national tournament, the JUCO national tournament, and y'all got there by winning your division. Mm-hmm. And I think somebody was MVP of that tournament, maybe the entire thing. Who was the MVP?
I don't know.
I think it was Kyra Perkins. Kyra, I have to ask. You were a very, very talented Lady Pioneer and a part of one of two of the best Lady Pioneer basketball teams of probably the last 30 to 40 years. But what did you improve on the most in these last 2 years with Walter State to go from an all-district level player at Warren County to a MVP at Walter State?
Just trusting the process, just knowing like my time will come and I'll just get better over time.
Yeah. And how much work did you have to put into that? Because I know what were the specific things that you wanted to work on when you got to college?
Just becoming a better player, like a leader on the floor more, and I still have to work on that still. But I just feel like I need to get better at that and just grow on the floor even more.
Yeah, and I always gave you a hard time about your shooting. Just let her shoot. But I got to watch you play as a freshman. You got to go to Montlaw. I didn't get to see you play this year, but I didn't get to watch you live play, but I got to watch a lot of your highlights. The shooting got a little bit better, I think. I mean, I feel like you're still a little bit more confident attacking.
Yeah.
Looking for that first dunk that you might get one of these days.
Still waiting on that one.
Still waiting on that one, but the jump shot, how much work have you had to put in the last 2 years to really make that something that's a part of your arsenal?
A lot, especially the mid-range game. That's the biggest in the college level, a mid-range game.
Yeah, because when you get into that college level, they're not. I mean, everybody's like, hey, layups and threes,
Mm-hmm.
but that's offensively. But the defense also knows that's what everybody wants to do.
Right.
So you're getting run off the line. That they're forming the wall in the paint. So when you went into work every single day, how much time was spent on that one dribble pull up, two dribble pull up, left, right?
Practice, we usually spend 30 minutes on just shooting. Some days we didn't shoot, we just ran a lot. But shout out Coach Coleman for that. But it took a lot of time, a lot of just days in the gym and all of that.
And how much work were you having to do outside of? Because I think this is something that a lot of people that need to hear from Warren County. I mean, you're about to be a D1 athlete, and we don't have a lot of those from Warren County, but you're about to be one. You talked about how much work you had to do in practice. How much work were you doing outside of practice just on your own?
Just trying to be in the gym every day, even if it's only 10 minutes before practice, 10 minutes after practice, just trying to get some shots up.
No, I mean it's just
every day.
But it's now granted, yours was a little bit different because I've talked to some people that have played at the JUCO level, and they're talking about hour and a half practices, and then maybe they're putting an extra hour in or something like that. I don't think your coach knew anything about an hour practice, did she?
No.
I mean, how long were you? I mean, you even said it. Some days y'all were. I mean, just the shooting portion could be 30 or 45 minutes. How long were y'all running? Some days.
Some days we was running the whole 3-4 hours. Some days we just ran. Whenever we went to Wyoming, we ran the first 45 minutes of one practice, so it was kind of tough, but it's okay.
Well, I don't know if you've been listening to the Simmons Says program, but one of the biggest topics that we've been talking about is me apparently going to try to compete in a 5K this summer.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, it would be easy for you because I think. Well, I mean, what do you think? I mean, you could do a 5K, I would assume.
No.
You cannot do it.
That's endurance. I can't. My endurance is not that good.
But you can sprint for 45 consecutive minutes.
I can do sprints, yes.
All right. Connor, I think she's underestimating herself here.
I think she's underestimating, and that was also the least convincing. Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah.
Well, no, I think Kyra has the same thing that we were talking to Monica Moore about on Wednesday, which is this. Kyra's a D1 athlete, a great basketball player. She made it to state in high school in track. I mean, a district champion, all that. Tell me this much. How much do you like to run?
You know, I don't like to run at all, but it's my sport, so I have to. So
yeah, I mean, sometimes just because you're good at it doesn't mean that you enjoy it that much. Yeah. Oh man, I mean, I've watched y'all, but you've learned over the years how to really use your athleticism on the court. What do you think is your biggest skill when it comes to that? Because is it attacking offensively, defensively, being versatile, and what is it about you that you think made you be so sought after as a recruit this year?
Just attacking the basket and just getting my shot whenever I want to, and just getting steals, rebounds, all of that.
I mean, rebounding is a lot easier when you have the vertical leap that you have, and of course,
jumping over everybody.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't. I think I underestimate it occasionally because everybody's like, oh, she's a guard, but you're not a small guard. I mean, what are you, 5'8", 5'10", 5'10"? When did you get 5'10"?
I've been 5'10".
No, did you go to college and they started bumping up your height in college? No. So you've been 5'10". 5'10". Okay, all right. And then tell everybody what you competed in high school, because I was talking about your track exploits when you were in high school. But I think did you set a school record by the time you left?
School record in long jump, and then 4x4 and 4x2.
4x4, 4x2, and long jump. So your family owns like almost every jumping record.
All the jumping records.
Okay, so you have
long jump,
your brother,
high jump,
and your dad,
triple jump.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, when we talk about leaping, the Perkins family knows all about it in Warren County. Y'all going to just join in and start trying to teach everybody how to do it, or did? Well, we should also say that Allie Benenke is also in there somewhere, because she ended up winning the high jump state. Was she ever around when you were around, or did she come in right after you?
We was on the same team. I think we have the same. I think she was on the 4x4 team.
Okay.
But I'm not for sure though.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you knew. Is that why you went to the long jump? Because you looked at her and was like, I
tried high jump. I could not do high jump, so I just switched to long jump.
Did you try to jump over the bar and then land on the ground or something?
No, I landed on the bar and I said, no, this is not for me.
I was like, I'm going to run as fast as I can and jump into the sand now.
Yeah, all right. That was a better fit.
All right. Well, when we come back after our last break, we're going to talk a little bit about Kyra and the recruiting process and what it's like to be courted by D1 teams. But we want to make sure we thank our sponsor, the C Block. That is Reddit Brown Ford. And again, hey, Jordan out there, service manager at Reddit Brown Ford. Him and his team are making car care easy with complimentary pickup and delivery to get your car and truck serviced. Certified technicians that will do the job right, and you can schedule service at redditbrownford.com. Again, you can visit there. 5917 Manchester Highway, Morrison, Tennessee. We'll be back right after this break.
Douglas and Lanier, that's where I choose to be. Douglas and Lanier, that's the agency for me.
For rock solid insurance coverage or sound financial planning for my family's future, Douglas and Lanier is where I choose to call home.
Call Douglas and Lanier, your local Erie agents, at 811 Faulkner Springs Road, McMinnville, at 931-474-0044. Get ready for the anniversary celebration at Warehouse Discount Groceries. Ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. Chuck roast, $4.59 a pound. Lux beans, 69 cents each. And also Humpty Dumpty Chum Salmon, 2 for $5. Tide Simply Detergent, 105 to 117 ounce. Selected varieties, $5.99 each. It's It's Warehouse Discount Groceries. Be sure to check out the full-service deli featuring meats from Charter Reserve. Open 7 days a week at 835 Smithville Highway.
Why don't you head over to Chicken Chef and enjoy a fresh made-to-order meal, or choose from the all-time favorite like the Chicken Nugget Dinner. Stop in for breakfast, order right off the menu with sausage, gravy, fresh homemade biscuits, or try their delicious tenderloin, egg, and cheese biscuit, just to name a few. Whatever your taste buds call for, you're sure to find it at Chicken Chef. They've been serving Warren and surrounding counties for over 40 years. Stop in today, Chicken Chef on the Strip in McMinnville. You can call your order in to go at 473-5020.
Your family deserves better than ordinary. At the Butcher on Main, you'll find the freshest dairy delivered daily from Sunrise Dairy and real McMinnville-made jams and jellies that taste just like home. Our house-made sausage and premium meats are crafted for meals that wow. And our gourmet cheeses will have your guests asking for seconds. Need a space to celebrate? Our 1,000 square foot lounge is ready for your next event. Why settle for less? Find everything you need at 209 West Main Street, only at the Butcher on Main.
It's the Ben Lomond Security Red Alert Special. Grab a free combination smoke, heat, carbon monoxide detector with your new Ben Lomond Security service. This is close to a $200 value for free. When anything is detected, the combo detector triggers all other detectors audibly and visually in the system to quickly alert your family or coworkers. Feel more secure at home or the office knowing that Ben Lomond Security works around the clock for you. For a free quote and design layout, contact your local Ben Lomond Connect office or visit benlomondconnect.com. Some exclusions may apply. License number 1560.
At Redmond's Carpet, they offer a wide range of flooring options to suit your needs. Whether you prefer the softness of carpet, the durability of hardwood, the versatility of tile, or the affordability of vinyl, we've got you covered. We also offer luxury in vinyl plank, LVP, for those who want the look of hardwood with added durability. Serving McMinnville since 1969, Redmond's Carpet, 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900 for your next flooring option. Redmond's Carpet.
Talk Radio WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM. WBMCRadio.com.
What you want? What you want, Kyra? We're on the Simmons Says program here on WBMC 97.7 FM. We have to put some respect on Kyra Perkins' name. I think that's what he's trying to. Is that what you were trying to get at there, Connor?
Yeah, that's a lot of records for just one family to get.
Yeah, you got to put the respect on the Perkins name when it comes to high jump, long jump, triple jump, and what other jumps that y'all could probably figure out before it's all said and done. Any other family members we need to know about that might become jump specialists?
No, I don't think so.
Not yet.
No.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is it looks like it's passed down generation to generation. So, yeah, if you end up having a kid, then apparently they're going to be a jump specialist too.
Hopefully,
we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but all right. So before we get into that, we're going to get into our last sponsor, and that is the Cafe at Tree City. Kyrie, coffee fan?
Coffee fan.
Big coffee fan?
Big coffee fan.
Well,
iced coffee at that.
Oh, iced coffee at that. Well, I'll tell you right now that the Cafe at Tree City, they got refreshing brews, bold espressos, and they can even get it to you on the code because the Cafe at Tree City has you covered. You can order ahead and for a quick pickup or curbside delivery. All you got to do is download the Local by Toast app. Download it, search the Cafe at Tree City. They'll take care of you. They're open daily from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. over on 809 Sparta Street. Yeah, we were talking about respect, and Kristen Blackburn Griffith says, Kyra, do you have a message to any of the past haters?
No.
Look at me now.
No.
No, she has no. Hey, she has no time for the haters, Kristen
Griffith.
Griffith.
Anything to say to them.
Who? I mean, she's not talking about me, is she?
Oh, so you're a hater?
No, I'm just.
So you're a Kyra Perkins hater?
No, I'm not. I've never been a Kyra Perkins hater, but I don't know. I was like, is she targeting me with this? No, I've never been a Kyra Perkins hater ever. Never. No. I will say this. We were talking between the break, but you came out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
We already established apparently a 5'10" superstar on a district champion Lady Pioneer basketball team, regular season. And you had some offers, But I mean, you were having to kind of look around the globe because how you had one from up north, I think.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Did you go up there and look around?
No.
No, didn't go. No. Researched a little bit and said, "Hey, I think I got some closer to home."
Yeah, it was too cold up there, too far away from home.
Yeah. So then you end up at Walter State, and then you blow up. And what really kind of sped that up? Because I think it was last summer you went from. I mean, you went on right when you got to Walter State. You were on the scene. You were all district player. Everybody knew you. I think you were freshman of the year. Mm-hmm. But what happened last summer that really sped this process up?
Just going to that showcase camp in July, just getting like all the coaches to see me play in front of like other Division I players and all of that, and I guess I just stood out to them.
Yeah, and you were in what was it, South Carolina?
Yeah,
South Carolina.
Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Rock Hill, South Carolina. Kristen Griffith says, "Think about it." LOL. She's some coded messages going on between you and her right now that I'm having to relay. So we'll see how. Well, y'all might have to talk out off the air on that one, but I will say this much: so you go to Rock Hill, and then we were talking all last summer about it. I mean, you started getting flooded with D1 offers. I mean, I think the two that ended up standing out the most, and of course you had, I mean, it seemed like you almost ended up with a dozen D1 offers when it was all said and done. But I think you kind of closed down recruiting because you got down to two. Mm-hmm. And it was
Arkansas State and Austin Peay.
Arkansas State and Austin Peay. What eventually made you decide Austin Peay?
Well, whenever I think I was a junior in high school, I had already went on a visit to Austin Peay. The coaches didn't know me or anything. I just seen campus, and I was like, this is a beautiful campus. Mm-hmm. And then my freshman year, Austin Peay, I've had a connection with them ever since October of my freshman year. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like Austin Peay was the right fit, and it's close to home.
Yep. And you got a couple friends over on campus over there too, right?
Lex Verge.
Lex Verge. Shout out Lex. Yeah. So y'all will be classmates again.
Yep.
On there. Yep. You're gonna try to get her to come on the basketball team, be your protector.
Try to.
So hey, I need you on the bench for me.
Try to.
In case anybody comes up, hey, she'll do it. Guarantee it.
She will.
Hey, she's an enforcer on the court. Hey,
she better.
Her sister,
Zoe,
football player. Not bad. Are you jealous?
I am jealous. I am jealous. I wish we had that when I was there.
I was going to say, how angry are you that they did not have a flag football team when you were a senior? Because I'm telling you right now.
Our group would have killed it.
Yeah.
But they're killing it right now, but our group would have killed it also.
Yeah, I mean, you put you and who would have been a quarterback on that team? Because
honestly, I think Shelby.
You think it'd been Shelby? Oh, yeah. A little bit of a rocket arm back there. And of course, you're out there. I'm sure y'all probably could have talked Sable into getting out there and playing.
Most definitely.
Yeah. In fact, she would have been one of those ones that was tackling people.
Oh yeah, me and Sable probably would have tackled.
So yeah, I was gonna say, man, that would have. We've talked about this before that flag football team would have been an absolute monster of a team, but it was also a great basketball team. What do you remember most about what made that team go from? I mean, your freshman year. It was tough. Mm-hmm. I mean, y'all. I think there was 2 wins.
Only 2 wins.
Got them on like back-to-back days in November. In Gatlinburg. And then didn't win again there at times. And then in 2 years, you're a 20-win team. And then by the time you're seniors, you're co-district champions. You beat Coffee County, and you go and give Bradley Central probably the best game that they played all year in the postseason. What did y'all have to do from your freshman year to senior year to become that kind of team?
I think we just bought into what Lippy was telling us, and I think we just got tired of losing, and we seen we had potential to win, so we just went out there and played every game.
Yeah, and was the Coffee County win the one that kind of stands out? Because
yes,
I know Coffee County and you had a bit of a contentious.
We did.
Contentious. Hey, this is why I always get. I was gonna say, I always get a little bit nervous. I know you probably get nervous for reporters because it might have got you in a little bit of hot water when you didn't want to, but then all of a sudden, getting that win over Coffee County, how big was it?
It was a big win. We was very excited. We drenched Lippy with water afterwards, so it was a great win. We still talk about it to this day, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say it was absolutely packed in that place that night.
We was watching it the other day in my apartment. I got bored, so sometimes I just go back and watch our games. Me and my teammates were watching it. They said, this game is very packed. I said, yes, this is the visitor side. This is our home side, they said. Is it always like this? I said no, only when we play Coffee County.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was, I mean, and I think the boys' game that night was like a crazy, maybe like OT game as
I
well.
think
So, I mean, that was one of the, that was a premier night.
It was.
Over there at the Dalt.
It was the best night.
Yeah. So, I mean, but now you're going to be able to go to Austin Peay and you're going to be playing D1 basketball. You're going to get to go places. What kind of schedule does Austin Peay look like? I mean, what are there any venues that you might be looking forward to going and playing in next year?
Well, some of my offers I had, I get to play against them, so it'd be a big time.
Oh, so yeah, so choosing Austin Peay puts you in a rivalry with some of the places that you. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. You're not have to go back and play Walter State or anything like that.
Actually, Coach Coleman is trying to schedule Austin Peay to play.
Oh, so you have to go back and play your old team. Yeah. Well, I mean, you've played your old teammates in some aspects in the last couple of years in college. I mean, I know you went to this year with Motlow. You had to go play against Swayze.
Yeah.
How was that? Good for you, I think.
It was fun just getting to play against one of my old teammates.
And I know you and Paige, I mean, good friends and good spirited competition out there. And I think some of your fans, some of your old coaches even showed up for that one.
Yeah, I think so.
That was awesome. Well, hey, Kyra, really appreciate you so much for coming on here. And we will try to get you back when you're going and being a star governor. And I hope that shout out to Walter State. You're repping the Walter State. Hey, I'm repping my Slim shirt, my Believe in Yourself Slim shirt today. So we're both stylish today. It's rare that I'm ever like
that's
that.
very rare.
Yeah,
I see you have that Boyd Bronco hat on, so we're not going to talk about that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, I want to thank our sponsors, the cafe. Visit the cafe at Tree City. It's the perfect way to start your day. Wake up, sip up, and enjoy 809 Sparta Street. That'll do it for the Simmons Says radio show this week. We will be back next Monday at 9 a.m. Rock it. Let's play it. Let's go.